Welcome to Trophy Taker Outdoors. I'm your host, Lee Sapiro. It's not just fishing. It's not just hunting. It's everything outdoors. So we're in Fort Myers, and we're going to meet up with my buddy Captain Charlie Phillips of Hope Fishing Adventures.
Looking at it, I've been in worse with what you're going to do on my side. What about when you go up the east coast?
Well,
with that 20-mile-an-hour wind coming off the east.
we can run the ditch if we have
the whole
to.
way. Okay.
Yeah,
So I don't know much on that.
I've
side.
done that.
Yeah.
I've run the ditch from Marathon all the way up to Hawks Channel in the Keys, and then
Right.
around Elliott at Miami. You duck in and you get the ditch.
Right. As we come down the channel out of Port of the Islands, we can cut through to the west a mile or two, and there's a lot of area back through there that's where I fish, that I take a lot of my trips to, and that's out of the park.
It's not too rough. I want to go by Cape Romano to the dome houses.
When you come around the dome houses, that's when you're going to start catching that east wind.
Right.
But prior to that, you're going to be blocked by the land the whole way, so you should have a pretty good ride all day tomorrow, I would think. You're fishing, being honest, I was going to get some numbers for some of the wrecks to try and hit. If the wind would have laid down, the permit bite's on fire, and staying outside the park, we would have been able to ease right by those. But I'm going to bet you it's going to be some bumpy. We can try it, and I'll bring some numbers.
Okay.
But I don't know how productive it's going to be being out there.
Right.
But we can. It's up to y'all, of course. We can hit the backcountry.
Now, one guy I did talk to said check every single buoy for triple tail.
There's a lot of triple.
Oh, that would be awesome.
We're gonna have live shrimp for doing that, just so you know. It's a
We'll get them
live
at
shrimp.
10,000. We'll get shrimp at 10,000 islands.
Port of the Islands,
Or Port of the Islands.
I got a little bucket. Air pumps.
Got a live, yeah.
So I don't have to fill up the live well.
So yeah, I mean it actually works out well where y'all are staying. Port of the Islands will have everything you need. A lot of triple tail this year. They've just pulled the traps. So a lot, for me fishing, the crabbers would put their traps just outside the boundary of the park, and so there would be miles and miles, and they're probably pulled by now, but we might get lucky and somebody's still got a trap line sitting out there,
All those trap lines.
and they're all over those trap lines. This has been a real good year for triple tail. So
Okay.
we'll see about that too.
Good. Now, is it tripod or what's the island that once we leave, from there going around to Alamorado, there's an island we're going to go past. What we're hoping to do is catch some fish before that and pull up on that island and have a shore lunch.
Yeah,
Break
because
out a
I
little-
heard somebody told me about tripod.
I think it's tripod, isn't it?
There's as we come out, there's going to be Round Key. You're going to see Round Key, and then Pavilion Key
Right.
is going to be. Those are the main areas. They're in the park, though.
Yeah, but there's an island outside the park.
Tripod may be toward Goodland. To get something where you stop, White Horse Key is right there. That would be in that same area where we're going to be fishing. It's going to be clearer than it would be normally, but the wind's going to have us churned up. I'm looking forward to this trip. Thank y'all so much for having me along.
We get your expertise. I mean, you know that area, and it's going to be an area that we're going to need a little guidance. People can take their boats out, and they can use them for cruising, they can use them for sightseeing, bird watching, and fishing, and doing a little bit of everything.
I'm looking forward to it.
No, that's going to be good.
And not just that, he's a super nice guy.
Yes.
Don't ask my wife.
Thank you.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. So we got some valuable information from Captain Charlie Phillips. And now we're going to head through Fort Myers and head down south. Now, the run took us about an hour and a half to 2 hours before we made it to Cape Romano and the dome houses. Hey guys, we just came from Fort Myers. We're up here in Marco Island. We've got the dome houses. How cool is this? To experience something like this up in person, it's absolutely gorgeous. You've got to come down here and check it out. Just left Fort Myers, running the coast, and just came through Naples. We're right now in Marco Island. It is absolutely gorgeous. The water is absolutely beautiful, and this is a great experience. Let me tell you something, if you have a chance to do this, you've got to try it. All right, so this is getting kind of sketchy here. We've got probably 3 and 4 footers, and we've got to back off these guys. You know, with this big 300, it's got to eat. You know, it's an unbelievable engine, but we have to back off now, maybe 400 yards, and leapfrog, catch up to them, stop. That's the smoothest ride we have. We just can't stay right behind them. So we're eating some waves right now, going over the bow. So, you know, we're over here fixing to go into the Everglades and do some fishing, but we got to get there first. So we're trying to come up with a game plan to get over there as safe as possible. Safety is going to be our #1 priority right now. So. We're here in the Everglades. We're fixing to catch some bait. Got my Calusa cast net.
Got 7 foot of water underneath.
Got him in. The net.
It's one way to use a net.
My first snook here in the Everglades. Fishing some oyster bars we found. We'll have to try to find something different because it all looks the same. It all looks good in here. Hey guys, we are here at 10,000 Islands fishing. Now we're fishing. We took the day off. It was real windy yesterday, blowing 20 knots, and we decided to kind of take the evening off. So now we got rain. So thank God, thank you Stormer for providing us with some awesome rain gear. And we're gonna do some fishing in the rain and see if we can catch some big snook. Very excited. This is a very beautiful fishing area here. Basically it's just island, and you can see behind me just the mangroves, and just everything looks perfect. And you think there's a fish on every root, but you got to search for them, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to find some fish and see if we can catch them.
Oh, got her. Holy cow. That's a good fish. Man, I'll tell you what, I really wasn't expecting to catch one up in here. Low tide, water's not really moving, but with the wind and the weather the way it is, our only option was kind of to come back and try to flip some backwater creeks, wait for the tide to start coming up, but holy crap. I'm so happy about this. What a great fish, what a surprise.
We're here at Port of the Islands in Naples, Florida, just outside the 10,000 Islands. The weather is really bad. So bad that we might delay our trip today out of 10,000 Islands. That gives us another day of fishing maybe. You're running a southeast wind, 20 knots, so it's not a good scenario. So we might stay here another day, which is not bad. That's the great thing about doing a fishing challenge. All Florida is great fishing, no matter where you're at. We still have to head down to the Keys and do some fishing there and then head up the East Coast.
Good snook. I'll take it all day. Got him. Yeah! First cast. Holy cow. Gotta love these Ego nets. This rubber net is freaking fantastic for these hooks. Nothing gets stuck in them. It's money. There we go. There we go. Little snook. So happy about this. This is such a great fish. This is the first snook for me in the Everglades this trip. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Look at that Ben. He's got a good fish. Oh, good fish, good fish. Good fish.
What is
really
it?
Good fish. I think it's a redfish or jack.
A shark?
By the tail? Hold on. Hold on.
A shark?
You got a shark
That?
by the tail. Oh, a bull shark. These things are mean, and he's by the tail, and I do not trust this at all.
You want the Boca grips?
No, because I don't want to get my hand anywhere near him. But what I will do...
I want...
He's gone. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I do not want to get my hand near that thing.
You're a...
Holy
puss.
crap. By the tail? Are you kidding me?
You're a puss.
Are you kidding me? You reach your hand in
I
there and
would've
grab that
done
bull
it.
shark. I don't want anything to do with that. Holy crap, he's a big fish.
Get him out, get him out.
I know, I got him.
He ain't gonna fit in that net.
Yeah, but I can get his head in there. I might need your help.
All right, hold on.
I need your help with this one. You gotta find a way to make it work. And that's making it work right there. Holy crap. That's awesome. Good fish, good freaking fish. Little zoom white fluke up underneath the dock, and she came out and freaking smoked it. Oh yeah. Look at the net.
Don't want to lose this one. Nice, nice snook. There she's in. It doesn't get any better than this. I'm telling you right now. This is absolutely incredible. And the bait just pops right out of his mouth. Folks. 10,000 islands. You cannot get any better than this. This is awesome. We just got out here, woke up this morning, and just started throwing some artificial, and this big girl just happened. That she gets revived and we let her go, and there she goes. Catch and release, baby. Let's catch some more. Heck yeah.
Let me know if you need a hand.
And we got her. I had her. This place is incredible. We're fishing 10,000 islands. It's blowing hard. And we just came in here and started fishing these canals, and it is just absolutely incredible. The snook, the tarpon, this is just awesome. On our 500-mile fishing trip from Port St. Lucie, we're over here in 10,000 islands, heading to the Keys. This is what it's all about. You guys want to do some fishing, you gotta do this. I think what's happening is we're getting a little excited. We need to slow down a little bit because this is absolutely stupid in here, and that was my fault. I did not change my leader. And when you're fishing like this, especially for a TV show, you basically just change your leader every time because you just lost a big one. Oh well.
What happened?
Well, I just broke my favorite rod. But this is what we got. We're just catching so many fish right now. It's not even funny. And it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Just absolute stud of a fish. I'm having just an absolute ball. This is, you know, I've always wanted to go down here, and this is it right here. This is what you get when you come down to the 10,000 islands and you try to horse these. You gotta get these fish out from underneath these docks. We're fishing docks today, and you know, you gotta horse them out, and the only way to do that is just to pull and get them out. But this is it right here. This is just it's a shame because we're limited on rods coming here as far as what we're gonna bring. So, but we got a few more rods. A few more rods I wouldn't mind breaking on some fish like this.
Cool.
Okay, you rod breaking. Love it, gotta love it. Having a ball. I have died and gone to fish heaven. 10,000 islands, you cannot beat this place. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're just fishing the canals here because of the wind situation, blowing 20, 30 mile an hour gusts. So we decided to fish the back canals. There's tarpon in here, snook, just you name it. I mean, this is absolutely beautiful. If you guys have a chance, come down 10,000 islands or even try our 500-mile fishing challenge. It's absolutely awesome. He's a giant! He's a giant! He's a giant!
Look at the net.
Give me. Yes! Oh,
He's a stud.
oh my gosh. folks. This is awesome, awesome fish. Look at this. Look at this fish. Look at this fish here. Look at that. That is just absolutely awesome. "10,000 Islands." This is just absolutely gorgeous. We've probably caught 15 snook in here. I don't know, 8 over slots. This is just, I'm beside myself. This is awesome, awesome fishing.